Things are heating up. Hey everybody, welcome to the MJVIP channel. I am your host. Speaking of heating up, it was 108 yesterday here in California. Yeah, and there's a rolling blackouts and a power shortage. Man, maybe if Edison and PPG&E, whatever the hell they're called, will quit jacking up their rates during the summer and focus on giving us power without losing it, maybe that'd be a good thing. Oh, sorry, I digressed. So we're gonna load our lip a little Grizz Natty. Hope everybody's doing well. What? Is nobody watching hockey? Nobody's commenting about hockey. Am I the only guy watching hockey playoffs? It's getting crazy. My prediction, if anybody cares, is gonna be the Knights, and boy, do I hate the Knights. It's gonna be Knights versus Philly, Boston, Tampa, or Islanders. Let me know what you think. So we're gonna load our lip. We're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about you guys at home doing homeschooling. Oh gosh, do I have stories for you guys. I'm just livid about this shit. But you know, what am I not livid about, right? So we're gonna load our lipski. We have two new mud jugs. We released this one last week, the Freedom Eagle. Caw-caw. This thing is sick. If you were part of our VIP service, sign up for that. You would have got a discount on this. And we just launched the fishing jug. Gone fishing. Nice and cheap for you guys. You guys like it. It's that time of year. It's the time to fish. Any time of the year is a good time of year to fish, no? By the way, I'm wearing my, I hate people, tank top. I'm not a tank top guy. I feel naked when I wear tank tops. Like maybe I feel insecure enough because I'm not big enough. I don't know. But Jesse sent me this from KA. Thanks, Jesse, by the way. It should say I hate dumb, lazy people, really. And this kind of has something to do with this online schooling. So without further ado, let's get into that. A lot of schools are back in session, if you want to call it that, and a lot of kids haven't gone back to school physically. They're doing online classes. So I'm in the kitchen one morning before coming to work, making a shake or something, and I hear my kid. He's 17, by the way. He's on online. He's taking online classes because, you know, final senior year, gonna spoil it because we can't go to school because of COVID. This is called a scamdemic. But anyway, so I'm standing there just listening. He's up in the loft where his room. He's got his own little spot. And I'm listening and I'm like, Adrian. Yeah, Dad? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm in school. What are you watching? The teacher. So I go upstairs. He's like, don't get in front of the camera because we have to be on camera. I'm like, okay. I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. This no class, trashy, hood rat teacher is running this classroom from her cell phone, and all you see is her forehead, number one. Number two, she is so ghetto. The use of her English language, it was like she was a homeless person off the street. I couldn't believe it. So it gets better. So number one, the first question is who's monitoring these teachers? Our education system sucks as it is. And now with doing online, oh my God, help the future and the kids that are growing up, they're gonna be running this country. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she's doing her thing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with it. I had to leave, right? And so I'm doing my thing, and then I hear her again, and she calls my kid out. And he's sitting in a gaming chair. You can tell if it's a gaming chair. You guys know what gaming chairs look like. And she's calling my kid out and giving him shit in front of everybody else and literally bullying him and putting him on the spot because he's sitting in a gaming chair. I'm like, you're giving my kid shit because he's sitting in a gaming chair, but yet you're talking like a hood rat and you are conducting yourself in this manner as a teacher? Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So I want to know if you guys who are still in school are dealing with this stuff and how much of a joke you think it is. Or as a parent, I want to know your opinion. And then the next class he's taking, it's a human anatomy class. And I'm eavesdropping and listening. The teacher is giving her opinion about a bunch of political stuff. Shouldn't you as a teacher have somewhat of a neutral opinion and keep your opinions to yourself and just teach the kids the subject that they are supposed to be learning, that being human anatomy, not talking about politics? Oh my good grief. I mean, the list goes on. But I want to know if you guys are experiencing this yourselves and what you think about it. It's a joke. I want to know who is monitoring these teachers. This teacher was in her freaking house, in her kitchen with her cell phone, showing her forehead. Wow. So anyway, my blood pressure, my heart rate's up. I got to slow down a little bit. So let's talk about NASCAR. Man, Chase winning. I want to comment about NASCAR because a lot of people. I'm a NASCAR fan, and I've been watching Formula One, by the way. That shit's crazy, man. Those dudes are just nuts. But it kind of gets boring. You know why it gets boring? Because there's not a lot of restarts. And this is the thing I wanted to address about NASCAR. A lot of people have commented, I quit watching NASCAR when they started having stages. But you know what? People who think that way, I think they're missing it. The whole reason why NASCAR, in my opinion, why NASCAR is so exciting to watch are the restarts. And when you have stage racing, guess what? You get more restarts. That's where the chaos happens. That's when all the action happens. The restarts are am I wrong? Are the restarts the best part?
Oh yeah.
So, I want to know your opinion on that too. Like, it's stage racing. It's not like the good old days. Yeah, well, the technology's way better, number one. And number two, you get way more restarts with stage racing. Therefore, there's more action. So that's my opinion then, not that anybody cares. Teachers nowadays suck. NASCAR is awesome. So is hockey. And if you don't like it, don't watch. I'm actually becoming a fan of Brad Kay. The guy, the last time he won a race, it was a few races back, I forgot what it was. He's very patriotic, number one, and he had an enormous amount of gratitude. He was so thankful because it was at a track where they actually could have some fans. He was thankful to the fans. He was so humble. Like, I'm really starting to like Brad Kay because I used to rip on the guy, and that's why I mentioned it. So, there you go. There you have it. So anyway, grab you some America, mud jugs. And sign up for the VIP service. And I gotta tell you, man, this is just the best ever for me. I can't do anything. I can't deviate. This is it. This is it. So I'll leave it with this. Always be a man, reach for that can, because it ain't dipping, ain't shit. You ain't packing, you slacking. And the teachers who are running online classes, they're a bunch of asses. I'm out. Grizz green. I love the color on this, man. This thing is dope as cut up. Dope as.
Not that stuff.
Not that stuff.